Hello there, and welcome to the preview of the events we have coming up during this New York Climate Week about the incredibly important Earth for All initiative. Ask yourself, do we know whether we can meet the Sustainable Development Goals without breaking our financial system, without destroying our environments? We know the history of human development has led to many challenges which surround us today. The fantastic thing about the Earth for All book, which is released in English this Tuesday, the 20th, is it provides the answers. It lays out the simplest and cheapest set of things we can do to address the climate change and ecological and social challenges we face today. And indeed, the German language translation, which was released about 2 weeks ago, is already #4 bestseller in non-fiction in Germany. So we have a fantastic array of events, and forgive me if I look down at my notes because I can't remember them all. Tonight at the Global Goals House, Earth for All will be represented, and we look forward to seeing various climate leaders and decision makers there. Tomorrow we have the main launch event from 3 p.m. with the content live at about 3:15 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 8:15 in Western Europe and the UK, 9:15 p.m. in Central Europe. And other time zones we will post in the graphic at the end. And for that event, we will have 4 of the authors of Earth for All, a survival guide for humanity with us, including Johan Rockström, Sandrine Dixon de Clèves, Per Espen Stoknes, and Owen Gaffney. And we will also be joined by some fantastic impact leaders, including Philippe Cousteau of Earth Echo International, Georgie Badil from the Georgie Badil Foundation, Anna Rathman from the Jane Goodall Institute, and Kevin Frey from Generation Unlimited, as well as Doug Heskey, who is the co-host for the launch event from New Day Impact. The following day, the book will be released, and then at the Science Summit that's part of the 77th UN General Assembly, there is a special event at 11 a.m. on Tuesday morning, again Eastern Time, talking about the policy implications for these extraordinary turnarounds that are laid out in the book. And there are 5 of them, with no spoilers here, and unsurprisingly, one is transforming our energy system. A second is transforming our food system. The other 3 wind through almost everything and including addressing poverty, ending poverty once and for all, because despite the achievements of the last 50 years, there is still far too many people who live in complete poverty. The second is inclusion, and this matters both in the West and in richer nations where exclusion is increasing because of the polarization of wealth, and across the global South and many other countries. And the third is the empowerment of all people, but particularly women, is the 5th. Then on the afternoon of the 20th, we have One Future, 2 Scenarios, 1 Choice, brought with in conjunction with We Don't Have Time. We will be at the Global Goals House on Wednesday. And on Thursday, we also have an event, Economic Architecture for a Regenerative Future. Again, we'll post all of the links down the bottom. Just to end, of course, Friday of the coming week is Climate Strike. And we have a very special event planned for the end of the week, and we will bring you more news of that in the coming days. I will leave you with a fantastic introduction to the Earth for All initiative, narrated by Per Espen Stoknes, and after that, some details of the launch event. So thank you for listening in. Please do share with your friends, family, and networks. Every single like and every single share really helps amplify these very important messages. Thank you so much.
The world has never been so rich, but we're still susceptible to shocks and crises. Can we build more resilient societies? Not utopian, but functioning and fair. This is the story of Earth for All. We assembled a group of economic thinkers and scientists and developed a computer model to test their big ideas. We then asked, what's possible in one generation. If we carry on as normal, population and material footprints continue to grow, particularly due to overconsumption in rich countries. The gap between the richest and everyone else widens. Social tensions worsen. Climate change impacts become ever worse. But what if the world takes a giant leap now, with 5 extraordinary turnarounds? In this possible and plausible future, all people can live a good life within safer planetary boundaries. We avoid the worst climate impacts. Poverty ends earlier. Population peaks lower. Well-being rises. Social tensions fall. Nature starts to heal. Incredibly, the investment needed is only 2 to 4% of global income. But we do need massive investments now, driven by governments on a clear mission to enact the turnarounds. Another big idea is a citizens' fund for each country, where companies pay to use our commons, the wealthiest contribute fairly, and the funds are distributed to all citizens equally. But rebooting economies won't happen on its own. We need a global movement, kicked off with worldwide citizens' assemblies. This is Earth4All. How the story ends is up to you. Join Earth4All.life.